Hello again, listeners, and welcome back to the Kotu Classic. I'm your host, Bruce, and as usual, my co-host, Mr. Chama. Nakam nak.
Boy, I'm good, man. No for them, eh?
Why cool, man? The games are coming thick and fast. We actually missed to record one of the game week
yeah,
15. So this is
yeah, we,
yeah,
we, did, we didn't realize there was a game week in midweek.
exactly. It just sneaks up on us, man. We are recording Game Week
Yeah, which is
16.
very weird.
Yeah, we're recording Game Week 16 preview.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, Game Week 15 is still on because Arsenal and Wolves just played. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, we just decided to just go ahead. I'm recording is Tuesday, the 5th of December. It's around 11 p.m. over here.
Uh-huh.
And what's your
Uh-huh.
timestamp over there in Japan?
It's 4 p.m. It's 11 p.m. in US, right? 11.
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. Yeah, Wednesday,
Okay, then
Tuesday. Sorry,
we
Tuesday.
actually okay, yeah, Tuesday. No, we are on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
11
Yeah, you have
4
and
p.m. 4 p.m. Yeah,
yeah.
4 p.m. That's nice.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it. We'll discuss some results in Game Week 14 since we haven't touched on that for now. So we'll just go through the results. I'll just read it.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal 2-1 Wolves, Brentford 3-1, Burnley 5-0, Sheffield United. This was a surprising result. But yeah,
But
Nottingham Forest,
yeah, Burnley.
Burnley, Sheffield United.
Well, it's surprising in the sense that Burnley win 5-0, but not
Yeah, that's a lot of
surprising
goals
in the sense
for
that
Burnley.
no, but but I don't think it was surprising in the sense of Sheffield United losing 5-0. Like for the
Really?
Burnley side, maybe yeah.
Wow.
Some of Sheffield United are losing 8-0 and
Oh,
7 for
yeah,
four
that's
zeros,
true.
5-0. So to lose
That's
by
true.
5-0
Yeah,
it's
that's
quite
true.
normal for them. They're having a terrible season, to be honest. That's why
Ooh.
they got the first casualty for
Yeah,
manager sack.
yeah,
But we'll talk about that when we get
yeah.
to the that section. Yeah, go ahead.
Nottingham Forest 0, Everton 1. Important win for Everton. Newcastle 1, Man U 0. No
Mm-hmm.
surprises there. Um, then Bournemouth 2, Aston Villa 2. Chelsea 3, Brighton 2, Liverpool 4, Fulham 3, West Ham 1, Crystal Palace 1, Manchester City 3, Tottenham 3. That was a really good game. I enjoyed this game, to be honest. Um,
Yeah.
that's for game week 14. And ongoing right now, which is game week 15, we've only had 2 games played, which is Wolves 1, Burnley 0, and then Luton 3, Arsenal 4. And then we have a bunch of games that are yet to come in on Wednesday and Thursday. Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United, Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, which is I think the game of the week for me, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And then you have Everton,
Definitely.
Newcastle, and then Tottenham, West Ham. Yeah. So that is
Definitely.
yeah. That's game week 15, which is ongoing right now. And
Mhm.
jumping right into the talking points for game week 14. I'm sure it gets a bit confusing, but please bear with me because we have one ongoing right now, and we are talking about the previous game week before. So yeah, let's see how
Yeah.
it goes. Yeah,
Difficult stuff,
first
man.
things first is that the December schedule has caught us off guard. This is the perfect heading for talking points. to
Yeah.
get started. To get started.
I really feel disappointed that
Yeah.
I missed that. To be honest, I do. Because I'm somebody who is very peculiar about the fixtures.
Yeah.
So if something, because actually if I knew what was that fixture, maybe I could have changed my plans in the previous game week,
Uh,
like in terms of banking a transfer here and there
oh
and then try
yeah.
to double up. Because usually I wanna when the pictures are very jam packed, you can, if you don't make a transfer, it does not really affect you in a way, like when it
Yeah.
comes to
Yeah.
price rises and stuff, those kind of things. So that's why I usually I'm so up to speed when it comes to the fixtures. Yeah, I don't know what does that mean. If that means I'm a poor FPL manager now, or I don't care too much. But
Um.
I don't think that's the case.
I,
Yeah, I feel disappointed missing that one, to be honest. Yeah, when I saw that there was a midweek fixtures, oh, what I thought was, because I thought there was the Carling Cup fixtures coming in midweek, because that is usually the case. You have the Champions League, Europa League, and then the Carling Cup fixtures. So I really caught me off guard, and I feel disappointed.
I think it's understandable because there's so many games coming up right now. In December, there's so many games.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's normal. I don't really keep up with the fixtures. It's just like when I
Mm-hmm.
listen to other content creators in the FPL and then they talk about it, it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then, but like yeah, it's true. But at least in this stage, what I like about it is that you make a transfer and then you have 2 games in a week, and next thing you know, you have another transfer again to make. So
It's
it makes the
wonderful.
game.
Like it's lovely.
Yeah, you like it.
It's,
You don't have to wait a whole week to make another transfer. So.
yeah. You are engaged.
Yeah,
You are engaged in the game. It's nice. It's
exactly.
nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it too. I like it.
We have our, like you said, we have our first casualty of the season, first sacking. Sheffield after that 5-0 trashing
Yeah. Higginbottom.
of Burnley. Yeah, I mean, I can only feel for them right now. I don't know what's going to happen, who they're going to hire as like a caretaker manager. Or
they already have a manager. They already decided. Yeah. Because Liverpool gonna play them this midweek. So
new manager bounce.
I don't like that new manager, but I'm scared of it. I'm listening to a lot of Liverpool podcasts, and they are like, it's Sheffield United. They have been terrible and blah blah blah. I was like, stop talking like that. I was like, stop talking like. Let's just, because we are struggling when it comes to playing away from home this season. To be honest, I think we have not won a single. If we won, maybe only one away game we won. That was against Newcastle. Like other than that, we haven't won any away fixture this season. So of course, our home form has been exceptional. We won 100%. All the games we play at home, we won. But away we have been really bad. So, and you are facing Sheffield United with a new manager and stuff like that. They are trying to salvage their season. Obviously, the new manager will bring in something, even some positivity. It will come with the new manager. So you have to be very careful about this kind of fixtures. The new manager they have to is somebody who knows the club very well. It's Chris Wilder. He was the one who brought them to the Premier League last season. Last time they were up, and they caused a lot of problems. You can remember when we used to talk about Lord Lundstrom. That time they were so good. Their defense was very organized. The way they played the 3-5-2, they did really well that season. They started really well, and then later on they had their issues and stuff like that. If I'm not wrong, they stayed in the Premier League, or did they get relegated?
I think they stayed. I think they stayed, yeah. And then the second season also, that's what they got.
And then the second year, they had the issues that they have. Yeah, exactly. Because Lundstrom was like, yeah, exactly.
Those are legendary names, man. Yeah, John Egan, and then there's so many Baldock, and I remember some of these names. Yeah, but
So for me, I'm quite skeptical about them, but yeah, it was coming because they have been poor this season. To be honest, they lost. You remember the game they lost against Newcastle, the 8-0. They lost to Arsenal, I think 5-0. They only have 1 win and 1 draw so far this season. They are at the bottom of the table, 4 points. It is surprising that this is the first manager sacking we have this season, because usually by this time, the managers are going left, right, and center, definitely.
Right? Maybe that's the first of many. You never know. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And the new manager bounce is real.
But who's close? Who is close? Who do you think? Which other manager do you think could be like a possible manager? I don't see any, because if you look at Burnley, they have company. They are not great, but they had a project with company and all that. I think they will back him because he completely changed what they did in the championship, and then the step up to the Premier League was difficult for them. But they need to give him time. He's a young manager and he has to learn history and stuff like that. Other than that, Everton are
it's not really close.
They are still in the Everton. I don't think they will sell the manager.
Deduction. It's not their fault. It's not the team's fault.
Yeah, it's not their fault. And Luton yesterday, you see how they caused Arsenal. It could have.
Oh man, it was a surprising game.
It was very.
It was
very well. I think they are very good when they play at home, and they are very brutal. You know what I was telling you about the defending. You see, Arsenal fans, they are complaining they should get a penalty because they keep holding you.
Yeah.
Like they push the loss to the edge. I'm sure they will get punished at some point. I'm expecting maybe.
That's the thing about the Premier League. Once coaches start calling it out, then the referees will start keeping an eye on those kind of situations, and then they have like a few penalties considered. That's the thing. So yeah, once the coach, an opposing coach calls it out, then it's going to be an issue. So another thriller involving Man City. Like, what's going on with Man City? It's like they don't seem so
resolute defensively,
Resolute defensively, like I don't know, there's something missing with the team. It's like the intensity is not there, or that fear factor that they have with teams. Teams come and they want to show that we are playing, we have to get a result. And I was surprised that it was like back and forth, just like the Chelsea game. We all know Tottenham have a few injuries. They have a red card, so like this is not their first team. Right? This is like probably like a makeshift team that they're just trying to survive. But then, I mean, just to keep their momentum. But still, I was expecting a Man City would like brush them seriously. But It was an entertaining game, to be honest. It was a very entertaining game. I was entertained. I enjoyed the game, especially the second half. So yeah. But Man City,
Yeah,
man,
definitely. I enjoy it too. I enjoy it too. But I think sports, despite because of his stubbornness of sticking to what he does, what his ideas and stuff like that.
Good, yeah.
And these are the which is good. These are the ways you can hurt teams like this, to be honest, because they obviously they want to own the game when you play against them. And then if you have a player like Son, like I tell you always, if the team is gonna attack them too high, he's gonna beat you on the counter attack. Once he's gone, he's like nobody can stop him. You see what he did to Doku in that goal. He just went past Doku. Like Doku was not even there. Doku could have defended better that goal, the first goal.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was Son. This is the way he likes to play. He likes to play on the break and stuff like that. And Tottenham are so good at that. And then they were very brave when they come to their build-up play. They will build the play inside the Manchester City middle, where Manchester City said they are trapped to come and press them. But
I think they scored. One of the goals they scored was a mistake, an error.
Yeah, from those mistakes. Yeah. But again, that is the reward. That is the high risk, high reward. Because if Bissouma could have evaded those 4 defenders there by beating them, then you are talking about he has completely like progressed the play past 4 or 5 players, and then Tottenham are already on their break again. And then how Man City was going to defend it? You are talking about Son there, you are talking about Kulusevski, and Son, once you put the ball there, he's clinical and he's fast. So it's that's the thing. So you play high risk football, and expect some high rewards, and they get rewarded because they got the equalizer. They get 3-3 in that game, and then the second half they were actually the better team.
They were better in the second half, exactly. Yeah.
They dominated Manchester City in terms of possession and all those kind of things. But Manchester City, I think they get to that point where they are so comfortable now. They won everything, and now they need to
motivation is not there anymore.
Yeah, motivation is lacking. They need to feel that they need to have that feeling of losing again to kick on again. So which is an opportunity for teams now to get something. Arsenal are taking that opportunity very well. I don't know how Liverpool is gonna do, but it will be interesting season when it comes to the title race, because Man City are not at their best, which means others have a chance.
Chelsea also, like this game I was expecting Brighton, because last season Brighton were just beating big teams, the top teams, left, right, and center. And for the past few game weeks, it seems like they're playing with like their third team. When I saw the highlights, I was like, this is not their first team. Like, do they have injuries, or are they trying to rotate as much as possible because of the different tournaments that they're playing in? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but they have been suffering with some injuries though. In terms of they have lost quite a few players. Suspension. I think Lewis Dunk was suspended for this game because of his.
He had a red card. I think last game.
Yeah, the red card. No, he got the red card. He got 2 game suspension because he said something that I don't know what was said. So and even with Manchester City, I think now they like Haaland, because in the game there was a big incident, which of course we should have talked about that. If it was Liverpool, I'll be here, screaming, talking about it like crazy.
The advantage, the referee, I don't know what was happening.
It was terrible referee. Yeah, it was terrible refereeing. It was terrible refereeing. Like, you play the advantage, you have to see if the advantage is there first before you make the decision. And then once Man City make the best of that advantage, and then you take about 5 seconds, like, it just did not make sense. I can feel there was pressure on him and all those. It was human error. It's different from VAR messing up and stuff like that. But he should have seen that. He should have seen that he did not, like, he blew his whistle a little bit too soon, and it was just terrible. It was incompetence, I would say again.
Yeah, it's funny because you don't see these kind of mistakes anymore. Like, we complain about the rest, but we don't complain about these taking advantage or like playing the advantage. We don't. Yeah. So I was very surprised when it's like, what's going on? I mean, some of these things you keep on having the idea that, or maybe they're against them and stuff like that. But man, like, at this level, it shouldn't be happening. That's definitely
it should not be happening. Yeah, it should not be happening. But I don't know what Haaland faced now, because he said a few bad things there. I think on the
I think I read somewhere that he like, they're not going to pursue. He's not going to be punished or something. I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong, but I saw something online.
Okay,
I think he went on Twitter.
I've not seen any. He
went on X.
Because if they
comment and stuff.
Yeah, I was listening to the Liverpool podcast. Liverpool, they will always relate to what Man City, because Van Dijk, when he got red card against Newcastle, they extended his suspension because he said some things to the referee, and now Haaland has said something. So that precedence has been set already. So like, they are expecting that Haaland should get something from what he said,
with their
and then after that Yeah. After that, he also tweeted, it's not like I want football to be more emotional. Like, you have to express your emotions sometimes, and then you have to know where the line is and all those kind of things. But still, players should be allowed to express, because Haaland was so disappointed with that decision. It was so hard. Understand? So that's why he was so angry. So kind of that, and like, if he didn't say anything back to the referee, that is not disrespectful or stuff like that, then I think they should, nothing should happen. Likewise for other players. But now they are trying to kick away this emotional aspect of the
So
game.
they
Players
expect,
cannot
yeah,
express
they expect
themselves.
you.
Managers cannot express
Yeah,
themselves.
it's
They have to,
very
like
it's
robots.
harsh. It's not natural. Like you're playing a game which is intensive. There's emotions are running high, and then they expect you, the referee to make a judgment, and then they expect you not to react. It doesn't make any sense. Like that's not
React.
normal.
It does not make any sense. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But okay, coming back at Chelsea.
Chelsea, it's a good win for them. It's a good win for them, to be honest. I think
it is a good win for them.
Yeah.
The only thing that like their captain Conor Gallagher got a red card. Last week was the other captain, James, got the red card. This week the second captain got the red card.
Yeah, so now,
but they still managed to, and Enzo got a couple of goals. His first goal for Chelsea since making the move, which is good.
I think he scored 2, right? He scored 2. He scored
a header and a penalty.
And a penalty. That's good. That's he's settling in then. That's good.
Yeah. Is he a player we should look at now for our FPL team?
If he's on, well, Palmer is on pens. But if he continues,
Palmer did not start, right?
Yeah, if Palmer didn't start, but if he continues scoring, because I think he's closer to the post, so he's probably like, what do you call it, like a Lampard type who goes into the box to finish off those chances. Yeah, we should definitely keep an eye on him. When they never know.
Should.
But
that's his first goals. Like I think he's 5 million in FPL, I think, or less now. If his price don't go down, I expect it to go down because he started at 5 million. But yeah, for me, I think he's more like he should be more of the double midfielders, play and clean like he's so good at progressing the play and stuff like that. But I don't think he's the final product. He should be the final one to score goals or the final one to make the final pass. But I think he should be the one to create like that, like the Rodri
assisting the assistant,
yeah,
somebody who assists the assistant.
Yeah, assisting the assistant. That is where I think his strength is, personally. But Chelsea fans think otherwise, so I don't know.
Sterling is still impressive. When I saw the highlights, I was like, yeah, Sterling is, even though his price is 7 million or so, it's like, man, I wish it was cheaper, because he still looks good, even though he hasn't scored or he didn't score in this game, but he still looks good, very dangerous if you watch him every time they attack. So yeah. Lastly,
Sterling is dangerous. Yeah.
Arsenal cementing top spot, like you said, they won their game 5-0, and then also they just won their this game week 15 ongoing right now. It was a very weird game, but the thing is, what they didn't do last season, which is like some of these close games, actually coming out and winning them. It's important. That's how we know whether somebody stands a chance of winning the league or not. Some of these tough results, like going away on a Monday, is on a Tuesday. Is it a Tuesday night? Those are not easy.
Yeah.
Those are not easy fixtures, playing on a weekday at night like that. So, yeah, I think we should keep eye on. And your boy Martinelli scored too. So.
Yeah, my boy. This season he's not having the best.
He's not having the best,
to be honest.
Yeah,
in front of goal. But the fact Jesus is back, it's usually go well with him. Doing well. And yesterday he scored from a Saka assist. Saka continued to impress.
Saka is too consistent for my good.
Yeah, he's too consistent in the game. He's really consistent.
I think he's hurting players like me. I need to find a way to get him into my team, or I don't know. We'll see.
And Jesus now, I think he should be an option. We especially considering we are struggling for strikers to complement, especially those who have Haaland, to complement Haaland. Watkins has done an exceptional job, to be honest. But their fixtures taking a turn, and he was injured, and surprisingly he came back this weekend and then scored the 11-pointer. Many sold him.
Ahead of playoff players. Managers sold him. Yeah, they did.
And then, but Jesus, we should be. I think we should consider now more,
because Arsenal's run of fixtures also looks good too. That's why we went for the defense. Arsenal defense. That's why they look good, because I think the fixtures are easier right now. So yeah. Definitely interesting.
Jumping
to our game week 14 results, I think for the first time we both have the same points.
Identical points.
Points. I had a 72 with 54 average points. So game week rank of 33,000. And my team, I had Ariola, who's just so disappointing. I don't even know. I'm tired of complaining about him because when I watch other content creators, they say the same thing. So in my mind, I was like, okay, there's no point complaining about Ariola. But I don't think, when was the last time I even had a clean sheet point from this guy? I can't remember, honestly. Trippier with 12 points, Zinchenko with 5, Tsimikas with 4. Luis Diaz, who came in for me because Bowen, I felt like wasn't going to come in this week. I just took a punt on Luis Diaz, but he was, didn't pan out. So 2 points there. Derby with 4, Bomo with 5, Gordon with 10, Captain Salah with 10, Haaland with 7, and then Watkins with 11. So yeah, not so bad. A pretty okay game week. Could have gone much better, but yeah, I'll take these points. Moving on to your team, also the same.
Yeah, complaining about Ariola. Yeah, I'm on that boat too as well. But yeah, speaking of goalkeeping, I think there is a conversation to have there because of some goalkeepers have emerged. Newcastle, Pope is injured. He dislocated his shoulder last week, and they have Dubravka, who is 3.9. He's the second choice goalkeeper. He will start.
I think he's now 4 now. He's gonna be priced.
He's gone up to 4. Yeah. So, but the problem is most of us have a triple Newcastle. In our team, for example, me, I have Isaac, Gordon, and what's his name, and Trippier, and also not only Dubravka, there is also Liverpool. Of course, we considered 3 last game, but to have a Liverpool goalkeeper for 3.9 million, is something we should consider. If you don't triple on Liverpool already, personally, I have, because I have Darwin, Salah, and Trent. But Kelleher is now Alisson is injured for now, but it's not a long-term injury for Alisson. Okay. He should be back soon. So he's also another 3.9 goalkeeper. So if you are if you are fed up of Ariola and Tuna, which we all have, I think you can just move one of those to one of those players and then go on. Yeah, that's I wanted to add on the goalkeeping conversation. Yeah, my team this week, Trent with his 13 points, which I'm very disappointed with because the first goal, as the free kick, they did not give him the goal. It was an own goal for So he could only get an assist from there. So 3 points chopped off from me. A brace from Trent will have been a big differential for me this week. Even though the 13 is still a differential. Trippier with 12 points and Cash came out with 1 point. He did not start again, which was a worry. And I sold him already because we already in this game week. I sold him for Gabriel. Because I had this transfer, I didn't have anything to do this week, and I don't think I have any transfer to make in the next game week. So I say, let me just sell Cash, and then whoever I bring, I bench him. Because I didn't I had a good team already. So, but I will talk about it when we talk about our team selection for next game week, which I will elaborate on. Yeah, you have Salah, captain, 10 points. It was disappointing from him too. With Liverpool scoring 4, not him getting in the goal, not scoring. It was the
blame Darwin.
10 points.
Blame Darwin.
Darwin should have done something in that one, to be honest. Palmer, I started. He came off the bench. I was hoping he does not, so that I can get the golden points. But it was not to be. Saka 8 points. Watkins 11 points. And Darwin and Isaac both gave me 2 points. Yeah, the only disappointment I have was Gordon not starting him. But if I did start him, it was gonna be for Son. But then I know Son against Manchester City, counter-attacking and all those kind of things. I want to have him on for that fixture. Yeah, Palmer, I never considered not starting him against Brighton because Brighton defensively, they were very good, So, I did not have any other option to bench, even though I brought in Gordon this particular game week. And then maybe I should have think about Isaac and Gordon and then try to weigh up between the two of them, who to bench. But then, I would always bench the cheaper player, which, we have this problem. Even though Gordon is the one in the better form, I'm ahead of this fixture. He should have played. But, yeah, it is what it is. I didn't have option to bench any other player, I would say.
It was a tough call. I think it was a tough call.
10 point. It was a tough call, yeah.
Okay.
That was my team. 72 points, all out. Now rank 600k, 660k. I take that. Yeah, we move.
Yeah, I was up in within the 1 million, 960 something thousand. But then obviously the new gaming started, and then I have only Zinchenko who played, who got a 1 pointer. So therefore, I'm on 1 point with just one player
no
played. So
movement.
yeah, no movement. Just
But
yeah.
but if you look at it from the perspective of Arsenal game, I'm sure many managers have Gabriel, Saka, Saliba. Those are the players that are popular at Arsenal. Like Jesus is not popular this season.
Yeah, yeah.
Even Martinelli is not popular this season.
It's Saka. It's mostly
So the
Saka, I
players,
think. Yeah.
yeah. So Saka only got 5 points. So if you look at it from that point of view, like you did not lose much.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
it depends on the next players you have who are playing to do well. If they do well, then you can cancel out that Saka 5-pointer easily.
I hope so. let's play. Let's play. They do well this season. I mean, this game week. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so jumping into our fan corner, another game week of not being too concerned or not being too impressed with ManU performance. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like, this was a 1-0 scoreline, but the scoreline didn't really reflect what actually happened in the game. It was terrible. We were so poor. Like, I don't think we have ever played this poorly so far this season. The intensity wasn't there. We like at some point when I saw the stats, it was like 60, the possession stat. It was 67-33. I was like, oh, what was this? It didn't even make any sense to me. So I was like, man. Anyway, some key points. As you can see, the main guy here, who's supposed to be one of the talisman in the team, one of the leaders in the team, Rashford, didn't really do well. Of course, didn't track back, didn't show intensity. Poor. As always. Tactically, I think we were exposed, if you can say. We were exposed. They didn't really do too well in this game. And the pressure is mounting on the coach. Even though we won like what last, I think before this game we had won like four games and lost one. I think we are the form team, but then it was teams that we were expected to beat. So this was like a first true test in 6 games, and we obviously didn't show up in this game. And the pressure is mounting on the coach Ten Hag. Some news this week, there were some leaks. They said that the players he's lost 50% of the dressing room. That came out yesterday, and today.
That is a huge number, yeah.
Yeah, and then today he actually responded by banning some of these news outlets in the press conference. So it's like he's fighting for his position, man. So hopefully they can turn it around. I'm praying that they use this position between them, the team, against the media, because English media like to see ManU struggling. It sells. People want to see ManU struggling because we are popular. I like that. So I want that at least the players should look into themselves introspectively and say, you know what, we need to prove people wrong, and then come out against Chelsea and play the game, man. Give us an impressive performance. At this point now, the injury is not an excuse anymore because we have some few players that are back. A lot of teams are dealing with injuries anyway. So what's the excuse? Now. So. Yeah, that's the update. We are playing Bournemouth next, which is after Chelsea. We play Bournemouth. So at least this Chelsea game, they're also on the same spot as us. We are actually higher in the league table than them. So it's something that we can win. It's a winnable game. Both of us are struggling. So yeah. That's my recap of what's happening in the fan corner in my team. Things are happening.
United.
So many things happening, and also the thing that's supposed to, the announcement for this 25% stake from Sir Jim is still being pushed. Or this tomorrow, next week, whatever. So I don't know what's going on. What they are finalizing, but hopefully, if we get that news confirmed, maybe it will turn things around, and then the players will feel settled. But yeah. A lot of things happening right now. So yeah. Moving on to Liverpool, man.
No,
what's going on there?
You don't want me to talk about United.
There's nothing to talk about, man. It's just so I don't even know. It's it's exhausting talking about my club. It's the highs and the lows, man. It's like
Yeah, but maybe I'll speak about the game against Chelsea. I think it will be an interesting game. Chelsea, by the way, for them, I think they should be they should be doing much better than they are doing right now in terms of performance. Their performance have been good. if you look at their underlying numbers, like their expected goals, they are doing really well on that aspect. In terms of expected goals conceded, they are doing really well. Like if I tell you, Chelsea have been they have created better chances than Arsenal this season. Arsenal are at the top of the league right now. If you look at the XG created between those two clubs, Chelsea, you give me uh, Chelsea are 27.32. Arsenal, because of their game yesterday, they played one game more. Now they just leapfrog Chelsea. Chelsea are around fifth or sixth. Arsenal were 6 or 7. So in terms of XG created, they are in the top 5. And in terms of XGC conceded, they are in the top 5. So in terms of performance, Chelsea have been really underperforming their expected numbers. So for them, it's about conversion of their chances. And sometimes they are being unlucky good in terms of their defending. So it will be an interesting game. Chelsea are not doing badly. I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, United, I think the problems they keep coming. Against Newcastle, 1-0, like you say, did not really say the story in that game. They won that game. Newcastle should have won by I had Gary Neville. I listened to Gary Neville podcast. He said there was a time they went to Turin to play against Juventus. They lost the game 1-0. But they went back home. They really feel that they lost that game 5-0. Understand? Because of the way the performance was,
the performance,
and how good they played. And I think it was similar situation against Newcastle. Newcastle could have scored way more goals. So for the result to be just 1-0, it was an underwhelming from their side, and it was good for United defensively. Like Maguire was doing, I think.
I heard that Maguire was at least somebody who's impressed. Yeah.
But the big issue was about Rashford, I think, which is attitude issues. That's why it's a player I appreciate a lot in terms of his talent. But I also keep United fans, like for example, Yabi Suleiman Gay, he keeps saying he don't like the attitude of his application on the pitch and stuff like that. And this was a good, I think, show of that in that game. Because he's the most paid Manchester United player. You watch Liverpool play, Liverpool, a team is transitioning against Liverpool. You see Salah will put every effort there to try to help the team. You watch Manchester City play, you will see Haaland do the same thing. You will see Kevin De Bruyne do the same kind of things. So those kind of things, you cannot excuse them, Those are the little things that you expect the players, minimum. These are the minimum things that you expect your players to be doing. And for Rashford to, come out on that and then went onto the bench and then say some not so good things on the bench, of course, because people can read the lips and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really bad on his side, and it makes life very difficult for the manager. So at the end of the day, the manager is the one who has to manage all these kind of situations because he's your star player, and then he's behaving like that. But again, this I think is something that he let like for example last season I argue about this about Bruno Fernandes when he did similar thing, and then after that United fans did back him on that. The manager did back him on that. Came and give him the captaincy and all those kind of things, and now another player doing it. So it has to be okay, it is okay for us to do things like this. So I believe the manager has a big because they feel Bruno was against the wall at that point in time, but that was wrong. He should not do that. So the manager should have stamp his authority on that from then, so that he can manage this kind of situation. Now, it's basically the same thing that's what he's doing that Bruno had done before. So what do you do as a manager? It makes life really difficult for him and his players. The standards that he set at the club, he does not apply them everywhere.
To everyone, so, that's true.
Yeah, so that is also not helping him do his job properly. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to add that to the United issue, we can move.
I think the thing is, he just needs to be benched. At this point, we just need to bench him. I don't know why he keeps on playing. The coach was hoping that as he keeps on playing, he will play him into form. But at this point, it's not working. This is game week 15 we are coming to play, and it's not working. So, I mean, why not just change it? Sometimes I feel like the downfall of some managers is being stubborn and you stick to something, and this doesn't work. It's not the type of player that you want to pin your hopes on. There's some players that even if they are playing badly, they will run their socks off for you. At least those are the kind of players that you know what, whatever the case may be, I'm going to back them. But he's not that type of player, So anyway,
definitely,
yeah,
it's a difficult one for United fans because he's supposed to be so good for you guys, but he's making himself so unbearable, I would say. But he's so good, so talented. Sometimes I don't know what's going through these players' head, but Yeah.
I mean, the motivation is the problem. If you're getting paid, that's my opinion, anyways. If you're getting paid that much money, there's no motivation for you, right? Is there any motivation? If you want to win something, like you don't need to be paid. You need to win something because that's the desire. But you know, you look around and he doesn't see many leaders anyway. So he's supposed to be the leader. So
That's another thing.
that's the funny thing. Like if you look around, you don't see
And,
leaders, then you take up the
and the
mantle
thing
and
they
become a
say
leader.
is that's why he's not a young boy anymore.
He's
now
not.
26 years old,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. He's a leader in the team. He's like that. I think
Yeah.
the longest serving in the he came from the youth setup. He's one of the oldest.
Yeah, he came very young, 17 or 16. I don't
16,
know.
yeah,
Now he has been there for 10 years or 8 years at least. Yeah, I think he should do
I
better,
don't
to be
know.
honest.
Oh.
He'll be doing better.
Anyway, man, let's move on to Liverpool. You guys are
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
Game.
we played a very interesting game. We had Fulham. Against Fulham. It was really interesting. You know what happened? I was doing my Gambia football show and watching, because usually I have my two screens.
Mm-hmm.
Because in that show I don't have to say anything in a way. I just have to push people to say things, and then I put them on the screen, and then I'll be watching my Liverpool game on the right screen. And I double touch that. But it's really difficult. It's really difficult to do that. So watching Liverpool that way, yeah, it was like, and then the game was really, it was not the best game, to be honest, from Liverpool point of view. We could have lost that. We didn't play well. Like, we were so, lethargic. I don't know which word I would use for that. Like, we were like we are not good enough, to be honest. But the goals we scored, like, I've never watched Liverpool game and then see like quality goals in the same game. Like, amount of goals for all 4 goals were exceptional. Did you see the goals?
I think I saw the goals. I I can't really remember, but I saw the goals. So I watched the highlights.
No, like all were cracking goals. Yeah, the first goal was from Trent, the free kick. Did you see the free kick from Trent?
No, I didn't see
the one that hit. Yeah, that's why I'm complaining, because he hit the post and then hit Leno and then go inside, right? Exceptional free kick from, yeah. And then the second goal, McAllister, like, is a contender for goal of the season.
I didn't see that one. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that was exceptional. Like I'm sure this one will be difficult because of Ghana just scored this one.
Overhead kick, overhead kick.
Yeah. So I'm sure Ghana just goal will be better. But that was an exceptional goal. It was a volley too, but outside the 18, ball is bouncing, and then you just, lash onto a top corner. And then, Endo scored an exceptional goal.
I saw Endo's goal. Endo's goal I saw, yeah. That was what I saw.
And then the winning goal from Trent too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the winning goal from Trent, you saw that one too. So goals were very good. But Fulham were very stubborn. Fulham were very, very stubborn. They were not just giving up. They, when we play at Anfield, usually we have a 2-3-0 lead, and then we put our foot off the gas, then lead the game. But then I think the main player to talk about in that game was Trent. He was exceptional. He's now bringing that Steven Gerrard in him. Since he moved to Predator, I know he was thinking about Steven Gerrard, because Gerrard was the one known for Predator at Liverpool, at least. Of course, not the white Predators; those are for Beckham. But Trent is coming with the white Predators, and he's Adidas. I'm sure Adidas right now they are rubbing their finger, because they introduced this shoe to him against Manchester City. He scored a very good goal against City. Introduced that shoe very well, which is a new, it's a new brand. And then in the second game against what's his name, Fulham, he scored a brace. Of course, the one of them was given as an own goal, but like, for me, that is his free kick, that is his goal. That free kick, like, there's no way it's not his goal. So yeah, he has introduced it, and it was very good in that game. He moved into midfield in the second half. Liverpool started in the right back. I know everybody is that Axie Club, like, why not you just put him in the midfield now? This boy is excelling in there. Why not? Because in the second half, when he bring on Endo and Joe Gomez moved to right back. Trent played midfield like fully, and then he took control of the game. Like, he completely, look at the goal. He was the one pushing the play, taking the ball, moving the ball. You can see his statistics in the goals. Like, he goals, passes in the final, possession won, dribbles, everything, every statistic, he is up there. You can see the statistics on this. He was.
I think if you move in the midfield and just make it final.
Yeah. The Athletic, actually, they just published an article. They say, why not we just move this guy to midfield and then start thinking about finding a new right back or stuff like that. But Klopp said, Klopp is the stubborn guy, but he said, like, he was always finding, we always use him, what's best for the team. And Trent is happy with that. He's just an exceptional talent, to be honest. I keep saying that he's a generational talent, but people do. If I say those kind of things, because the people will point back to, he's defending so bad. How can you call it? He's generational talent for what he do. What he does, the way he uses the ball at his foot, like, Not many players can do that. Like we all see his exceptional passing when he was creating chances, left, right, and center, competing players like Kevin De Bruyne for assists every single season. Like every season, he was like creating about 10 or more assists. This season, we are not seeing that because of the way the system changed for Liverpool. He is more like the one who is assisting the assister than the one who is creating the chances. Like that is the changes in his role. That's why I say he's not a good FPL asset for me this season. Understand? And I still stand by that because he's not gonna get you the number of assists that he used to get. But it's looking like he's now getting late in the box, getting chances, and then he's a good shooter of the ball. You know, he can get goals. He might be getting more goals this season than in previous season, but the assist count will reduce. So yeah, that is it. But to be honest, for me personally, he's a special talent. He's a special talent because of what he can do with the ball at his feet. And like I'm so happy for Trent 2.0 and what Liverpool holds, like this Liverpool team, the leadership these are the kind of players Rashford should be, right? Trent is, even though sometimes you can suspect,
he's a leader, because he's been there the longest. He's not the oldest. He's not the oldest, but he's been there the longest because he came through the ranks, right? So even though like these new players are coming in, he's going to put them through and like lead by example to show them what the club is all about. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Like, you come into a team and like, he should be setting the standards, which he's actually doing, but Rashford is not doing that. I don't know whether it's a mentality issue, whatever it is that's going on. Maybe we're just seeing, parts of, his life. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But anyway, like, for what we see, I feel like he should be doing more. Definitely. That's my opinion. He should be doing more.
Just like, I think just like you say, like the leadership group too is very important. At Liverpool, it's very important even when they sign players, you can see the signs of leadership there. Like you can see the signs of leadership there.
The responsibility, the type of person they are, yeah.
Look at the players we signed this season. 50% of the players we signed this season are captains.
Yeah.
Sabusla is the captain of Hungary. He came to Liverpool. Endo is the captain of Japan. Everybody say Endo is not good, but he's a leader. He's a leader. He was captain in Stuttgart last season. He came in and then he brings those leadership quality. And then you look at Liverpool defense. Van Dijk is captain in his country. Alisson, like he don't need the captaincy to be a leader. He's a leader on the pitch always. You look at player like Robertson. He's captain in Scotland. So and then you can move up the pitch. Salah, he's a captain. He's not even getting the captaincy. He's a leader. He's captain in Egypt. So Liverpool, everything around them, you can see there is some form of leadership. Even if we are moving on leaders like Henderson, Fabinho, and Milner, all those players, we are still replace them with leaders and players. Character is also important when it comes to buying players, and this is something that Liverpool take really seriously when they are, replacing players. Which I really like, and they are trying to develop leaders within as well.
We should start doing that because I think leaders develop leaders. If you come into a team and you see a lot of leaders like before, imagine the Roy Keanes and the Paul Scholes that we have in the team. Like you don't come in there and you decide to play nonsense or you decide to have an attitude. No, because when you look around, you feel like nobody is joking here. This is serious. They will even call you aside and then give you instructions. Hey, this is how you do things. You know what I mean? But if you come into a team that you look around, you don't see any leaders. How do you think you behave? You are not going to behave properly. Yeah, so that's what's missing in our team right now. The identity is not missing. It's missing. You don't have any leaders. Like you don't have people that actually like wear the club on their sleeve. We have players like McTominay who gives all for his team, but the only problem is that the quality is not good enough. And I can understand that's his he's playing
that's his level,
his capability. You can't do anything about that. But somebody like Rashford who actually has the quality, has the capability, and you don't put in the effort. It's disappointing, to be honest. Anyway, let's end our fan corner. It's been very interesting. GW16 fixtures. Let me just go through them and then we'll pick a few to talk about. Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Brighton, Burnley, ManU, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Brentford, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, Arsenal, Everton, Chelsea, Fulham, West Ham, Luton, Man City, and then Spurs, Newcastle. So yeah, Spurs, Newcastle is going to be a good one. It's going to be
Liverpool is early kickoff. Okay, 4:30. Like I was surprised. What is 4:30? Is it like we played Friday or something?
No, it's my time.
But it's American time.
This is American time. Yeah, it's American time. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. here, man. It's too early. Yeah. I'm thinking Man City, Luton. Luton, they gave Arsenal a scare, so I think Man City are going to look to bounce back in this game and try to win because they are falling behind. Arsenal is taking the mantle and running with it, winning their games, and Man City is just. I think they drew their last 3 games, right?
They drew last 2. I don't know 3, but they drew last 2. This is 3. Is it 3? I'm not sure.
I think so.
But yeah,
They've been drawing too many games, and I think they're falling behind. So yeah. Which game do you think it's FPL gold in this fixture for 16?
Game week 16. Not a lot. There was this time we spoke about the fixtures are not happy. I think Manchester City is the only appealing one, to be honest. I would put that aside. But again, you are talking about looting. They can be very difficult when they play at home. Liverpool found out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Arsenal also found out. And then one thing you know, they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight against you. Like, don't be surprised if Manchester City get a penalty, for example, because looting will stretch everything. They will go everything. They will give 110%. And then that also, kind of affect them in terms of they just get over that edge, I think, where that competitiveness should stop. Like that competitive tackle, that competitive pulling, that competitive harassing, and all those kind of things.
They do too much, and then,
a little bit. They have not been punished so far this season, but I'm sure there will come a time they will start getting punished for those kind of things. Yesterday against Arsenal should have get a penalty. They did not get it. They were holding, like they were hustling, like that will be there, and they will frustrate Manchester City 100%. But of course, the quality is not there. There is a few qualities here and there in terms of Alfie Doherty. What is it? Their left wing back. He's really good when it comes to his delivery. Like he's actually a player we should be considering on FPL.
They scored 2 headers. They scored Arsenal. Like they two of their goals.
He created both. He created both chances. He created because he's a very good ball delivery. His ball delivery is very, very, very good. Like he's among the top players when it comes to chances created this season in the Premier League. Understand? So those are the little qualities that they have in their team. But other than that, they don't have much. So but they can cause trouble for Manchester City in terms of, like I say, they will be resilient. But that is the best fixture of the week, I believe. That's the best fixture. For me personally, I don't have any Manchester City player. I'm worried for that. Looking at the other fixtures, Manchester United is the team I will be looking at.
Yeah, I think.
But again, like nobody's gonna go there right now because of what is what is surrounding Manchester United. But if I had my way, I could sneak in one Manchester United player for this particular game week, like Bruno Fernandes, because for him personally, he's having a decent run of form in terms of creating chances. Yeah. Just Manchester United are not doing well, but he is doing well with Bruno Fernandes. So a player like him could be somebody to get. Even Garnacho, who we are not talking about a lot, because now he's starting more games regularly. He could be a player that we could consider because he scored 2 goals in the last 3 games, right? He's just the Newcastle game he did not score, but before those 2 games he scored 2 good goals, one in the Champions League and one in the that exceptional goal that he scored against Everton. He's a player. Those 2 players I think are players that we should be looking at for Manchester United, but I don't know if people are willing to go there at this moment, especially and the midfield options we have, right? But other than that, I don't see any good fixture, to be honest. How about you? Do you see any
Wolves,
fixtures?
Nottingham Forest? I think before we started the recording, we talked about Hee-chan and his consistency. I think they just won. They won their game in the game week 15, the ongoing. I think he was the one that scored again. Yeah, I mean, so if he continues this form, I think people should like really start taking a look at him and see how we can incorporate him into our teams. Yeah. So finally, we jump into our draft, game week 16 draft. I have one free transfer. Like I was saying before we recorded, my idea is I need to get Son into this team because when I watch Tottenham play, even more convinced when they played City. Son is going to get chances, regardless of whether Maddison is not fit or not. They're still providing chances. They are playing the way that they play this season, consistent. So I'm on my way to getting Son. So as it stands right now, I have one free transfer. I think Morris is gonna leave my team, and then I'm gonna downgrade to maybe a Mubama or somebody who's like 4 point whatever, cheap. And then
Semenyo is there too. Semenyo, he's doing well for Bournemouth. He's starting regularly.
Semenyo, okay, that's a good shout. I'll keep him in mind and then downgrade to him. Right now, my teams look like this: Areola in goal, Trippier, Zinchenko, Tsimikas, Luis Diaz.
Or even Archer.
Palmer.
Even though Archer, even though
Yeah, he did
Archer,
well. I think he did well, but he hasn't.
yeah,
Is he
yeah,
starting again? He
yeah,
was
I think he
starting,
will
and
start.
then
He started in the team. He scored 3 goals so far for them. So and yeah, I think he's a player to consider for
okay,
the cheap options.
okay. I think I'll
I will see.
downgrade to a playing. If I can downgrade to a playing forward, that'll be interesting. So
Yeah.
Luis Diaz, Palmer, Mbomo, Gordon, and then Captain Salah is the boss team captaincy is on him right now. I don't see any option here who's captaincy worthy, to be honest, apart from maybe Haaland. So I might switch the 2 and I might give it to Haaland. And then up top I have like Haaland and then Watkins. Cash is on the bench for this game against Arsenal. So yeah. And then Morris and then Gusto who's injured. So yeah, that's my team. Any observations from this team?
No, this week is a difficult week. Like I said, you already have the Manchester City player there. I think Haaland is the captain this week, because Luton. Despite what we say about them, the quality is not there. They're just gonna make it difficult. Try to make it difficult for Man City. And Manchester City, we all know they are the best team when it comes to try to breaking down this kind of teams and stuff like that. So I would expect Man City to get a lot for them, like to be too much for them. I think maybe they can survive Arsenal, Liverpool a little bit. Like almost survive Arsenal, they did not. But I think Manchester City will be a little bit too much for them. I just feel. So Haaland is the captaincy for me. For me, that don't have him, so of course I will have to look at other options. Salah is an option, but Crystal Palace is also very good defensively.
Yeah, at home, yeah.
So I don't see like. Usually Liverpool do well against them away though, because like we always do well. Even with Hodgson, we win there 7-4, like 7-0. I can't remember that season. Salah came off the bench, scored 2 goals and assisted. So it was against Crystal Palace away. So Liverpool usually win this fixture, usually, but things change because Tottenham usually we win against them at Tottenham. We lost this season. So I will not take much on that. But otherwise, I think you are good. You are good to go. This is a difficult game week. If you can go out of this game week with a green arrow on a decent point, then you are fine. Whatever you have. That's why I don't even want to make a transfer. When usually this kind of game will happen, I just keep my transfer and then wait for the next one.
Game.
Because because I don't know which player to bring because there are not many good options.
Finally, your team. Take us through. Looking good, man.
Gordon is on the bench again. You will tell me.
Yeah, but this I think they might beat Tottenham, man. Newcastle they are something else.
They are
I like their energy, man.
But the only problem they are struggling away from home. They have struggles away from home. I don't think they have won an away fixture.
Even Gordon too. Gordon struggles away from home. FPL Raptor also said this. He was the one that pointed it out. So guys, you can check him. Very, very, very nice content creator right there. He was saying that Gordon, I think he struggles away from home. So I think it's best to bench. I think you did the right thing by benching him, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm considering. But because I don't see another player who I will rather not bench for him. I don't see that player. Is it Isaac? Is it maybe Isaac? But like Isaac is the striker, like I say, so you never know. But you can see, look at Newcastle. Their last away game was against Bournemouth. They lost 2-0. Prior to that, they drew against Wolves. Prior to that, they drew against West Ham. Prior to that, that was the big one. They won against Sheffield United. So they have not won a away game since they won Sheffield United 8-0. So, but maybe who knows? You never know. You never know. Tottenham are bad defensively, but they will have Romero back. They are going to be better.
Better than Romero what they are right now. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're going to be better defensively. So it could be difficult. So, but I have to decide somebody to bench. And I have 3 Newcastle players. So I rather bench 1 Newcastle and then, don't throw all your basket in that Newcastle away to Tottenham. So that's why I have to bench someone, either Isaac or Gordon. But anyways, my team, I start Ariola again. I'm very, I wish I could have another. So if I didn't have 3 Liverpool and 3 Newcastle, I would have gone to their goalkeepers, 100%. But I have the triple. I cannot do it with one transfer. So Trent, Trippier, and Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro has been very impressive too.
Yeah, I like him very much as a defender. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So my captain is currently on Salah. It's like I've not decided, but I think Son is going to be my captain team. I've not even considered it before coming to this. Who is going to be my captain? But Son play at home, even though it's Newcastle, but their goalkeeper is not going to be there. They have a new goalkeeper coming, so. I just want to get some positivity for that. And it's Son at the end of the day. He's the best player after Salah and Haaland in the game. So like you have to back him. He's playing at home to Newcastle, so I have to back him. Maybe he's gonna be my captain. Saka and Palmer in my midfield. Then up top Watkins, Darwin, and Isaac. That's my team. Gabriel, I brought him in last game week just because I didn't want to waste the transfer, but I benched him back to back. So that's strange, right?
Yeah, it's strange. That's the thing. But I get it. I think you needed to bench him because right now your team looks really good. I don't think Gabriel fits into this team right now, to be honest. So yeah.
And Aston Villa is difficult for Arsenal, right? Watkins, is gonna cause trouble for them defensively, right?
It's Watkins, man. I think Arsenal, like you see against Luton, they considered 3. How many goals? Was it 4-3 or
3? No, but you can accept that for one of it can happen. They can concede 2 or 3. Just like defensively, they have been the best defensive team. Arsenal, like without shadow of a doubt, they were Newcastle. They have been the best defensive teams in the league, better than Manchester City. But of course, sometimes you can have these things. Like Liverpool conceded 3 against Fulham. I didn't expect that, but I wanted to overreact on that and say why Liverpool conceded 3. But then you check defensively over the course of the season, they have been doing decently. So maybe you can give them a one-off. Unless if it becomes a regular, then you see, okay, this is becoming a problem. But for now, I think it was just one-off. That's how I will take that one for the Arsenal one.
The form Watkins is in right now, I think you shouldn't bench him.
It'd be difficult to stop him. Yeah, that's the thing. That's it. Yeah, that's
even
the thing. So
even Aston Villa as a whole, like it doesn't matter who they
play.
They're
good.
They still create chances. Good. Yeah, they still create chances. Maybe defensively, I don't think so, but attack-wise, yeah, they will create chances, definitely.
Yeah, really good. I agree.
Okay,
that's it.
That's it. That's it for the pod. We've had a good one, a quick one. Sorry guys for missing the Gaming 15, but 16.
Actually, we should have covered that last game week and then covered double.
I know that's what we should have done double, yeah, and then.
But we didn't know, man.
It's our mistake.
So
it's our mistake.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal to forget sometimes. We are human beings, so it's okay.
Yeah. So thank you guys for supporting the pod as always. We are the Kotu Classic. You can call it FPL or you can call it FPL show. Whatever agrees with you. But yeah,
we are a football show now. We don't just focus on FPL. Focusing on FPL
exactly.
So you have to mix it up.
Yep.
You have to mix it up.
That's why I was even going to plug the. Please check out the YouTube channel. Jala Football Bantaba, Gambian content there for you. The league, international, everything is there. Yeah. So yeah, please guys.
Now we are expanding.
Support the
now
whole,
we are expanding and we'll be in AFCON. We'll be in AFCON. We are
in January. Yeah, next month is going to be interesting. So I think you guys should keep an eye on the channel. It's going to be interesting. We'll have all the guys there, chiming in. We hope Gambia goes really far in this tournament. Fingers crossed.
It will be that will be really difficult though.
We'll try, man. And everything is possible. So we'll see how it goes.
All right.
All right, guys. So good luck to everyone in Gaming 16 and Gaming 15 is still on. So also good luck in that one as well. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.